August 28th. Out for my morning walks and talks and rants. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my God. I know it's going to be hot and humid today down here in the Carolinas, where I'm at. But how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Y'all are seeing the madness that is going on. Kamala warns you that everything that this man will do, he is doing currently right now. He so-called disavowed that he knew anything about Project 2025. Half all along, he knew about this shit. We knew what it was. It's nothing new. So, let me take my glasses off because these are fogging up. Let's do a brief history lesson, shall we? In 1872, just 2 years after the ratification of the 15th Amendment, white citizens in Wake County, North Carolina, where the black man was strung up, alleged that 150 recently freed Americans were improperly registered and should be removed from the rolls under the state's new voter challenge law. Here we are in 2012, okay? In 2012, Integrity Project fired challenges against more than 500 Wake County voters, and the majority of them were black or of color. Now, the election officials dismissed this. Why am I saying this? Because a judge yesterday temporarily blocked the United States Postal Service's plan to basically do away and restrict mail-in voting. Republicans are going by every other shenanigan, grasping for straws to hold on to power. And if they can't win the midterms 2026, this is their way of remaining in power. See, if our policies are unpopular with the people, we're going to beat you into submission. We're going to cheat. When all else fails, cheat. Okay? Let's see what other fuck shit is going on. Christian Castro, an ICE agent, was released. Now, you got Governor Greg Abbott, who delayed the extradition over shooting an immigrant. Okay, a car's coming. Going through. And this is after this individual allegedly fired through a homeowner's door. This is what we're having to deal with. Okay, what other fuck shit is going on? That one, I really don't care about. The second thing that's going on, which is Greg Bovino got on Tucker Carlson's podcast and said that the Trump regime basically said that they wanted him on a. Did y'all know that? First of all, we don't care, Greg Bovino, because you are complicit into some of these fucking ICE raids. You have been out here terrorizing communities of color. You have been pepper spraying people, tear gassing people. Do I need to go into any more of the details of the things that ICE is doing to harm everyday citizens? Let's see what other fuck shit that we have going on in America 250. Great for the colonizers. Todd Blanche defends Donald Trump's attacks on mail-in voting. Let's see what other fuck shit. He calls the ballroom a national security issue. Tell your boss that if you feel it's a national security issue. Because he wants this ballroom. And the Supreme Court just ruled that he can continue on with the building of this ballroom with our hard-earned American tax-paying dollars. Let's see what other fuck shit is going on. Texas. That's why I brought up the introduction of saying that, hey, we're going to purge voters off of the rolls. Remember in Wake County, North Carolina? North Carolina and South Carolina is not as progressive as you think it is. And in fact, I'm walking down to the place to remind you every single day what I have to endure down here, because these people, y'all motherfuckers went into the voting booth and y'all elected Darlene Graham, who is the sister of Lindsey Graham. Has no experience, no qualifications whatsoever. The only thing that she's known for is being Lindsey Graham's sister. And she doesn't know a damn thing about national security. So, America, 250 years great for whom? Not for me. Being black and trans in South Carolina and having a platform that is international, sitting down with big names in the industry. Name one person who's doing that. So it's already a target and a radar on my back. But I say that to say this. We have a lot of work to do. And it's not going to just start with us voting our way out of this. You cannot vote your way out of white supremacy and authoritarianism. The Confederacy should have been punished. Should have been punished. These motherfuckers are snatching books out of schools. They are banning courses on African American studies in colleges. They are putting back reading the Bible in classrooms. And Amir Odom, you're still out here shucking and jiving. You, Rob Smith, Officer Coonum, Officer Tatum. Stephen A. Smith is out here loud and all sorts of wrong in his fucking ways. Yeah, it's going to take a whole lot of dismantling from the party. Yeah, the good old boys, you got it, Deshaun. I just now seen your comment. And ICE needs to be abolished, period. That's where I stand. ICE needs to be abolished. Abolished. Speaking of which, my colleague, the guy went live yesterday. Amir and Matt Matthews, my girl Hope Giselle, did a video on Matt Matthews on Candy's podcast. Let me say this. It doesn't cost a thing to respect someone's pronouns. It does not cost a thing. And if you're not sure, ask. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do if you're not sure. Ask somebody. Pull them to the side and ask them. Because the thing is that you have a lot of people that don't even realize white Christian nationalism. Remember what I shared with y'all on the panel about Jim Jones and how he used chicken gizzards, y'all. Chicken gizzards. To say this is the way, this is the healing. They're not Christians, they're Pharisees. They're fucking false prophets. That's what they are. Donald Trump is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is a snake oil salesman. Now let's talk about the big issue here. This motherfucker wants to rename Lake Ontario Lake America. First of all, how the fuck you gonna get in here and start taking over something that belongs to Canada? You done got us $400 billion in war with another country that wasn't even fucking with us like that. And y'all can't say that I'm wrong because I'm telling the goddamn truth. We should not be at war with Iran. And it's costing us every day. I hate that I have to make sacrifices because before the fire happened, I was able to buy things for myself. Now that I am living with my older brother, me and my brother, we have this new house, I have to chip in and do my part. I don't make as much as him because one, like I said, I'm black, trans, and I'm a woman. Yeah, J.D. Vance is trying to spin it. He's doing that, the spin, what Donald Trump calls the spin. Well, they try to reverse it and blame it on Democrats and say, well, Biden did it. Roy Woods Jr., the comedian, said that you can only blame Biden for so long. And it's not Democrats that are protecting pedophiles. We know who's protecting pedophiles. Ask Donald Trump's new attorney general, Todd Blanche. When is he going to release the Epstein files? And then we can talk about that couch fucker. But other than that, don't you dare open your mouth and utter the words that Republicans, that Democrats, we're the ones protecting pedophiles when you're working for a guy who is one mentioned in the Epstein files over 1,000 times. Now check that. Let's really wake it up. Let's talk about where was he at that night? Let's talk about the parties that Jeffrey Epstein had. Let's talk about that birthday book. Have y'all heard anything else about the birthday book? I haven't heard anything else about the birthday book. Let's talk about those photographs and those heavily redacted files. Let's talk about the Nolan Wells case. But see, y'all are covering shit up. It's all a fucking cover-up. And the corruption just doesn't stop there. It goes to the churches as well, too. Some of y'all are out here taking money as well. Deshaun, I can't get your message right now, babe. I'm live. And I see everything. I told y'all I have eyes in the back of my head. But yeah, like I was saying, let's really get it up. Let's talk about the book. Y'all don't want to talk about the birthday book, J.D. Vance, with Jeffrey Epstein in it? Huh? But y'all so busy out here blaming Biden and Obama. They're not in the Epstein files. But the guy that y'all are praising and worshiping is Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. Is not in the Epstein files. Farmers. Let's talk about the farmers. All right. So, here's the thing. The farmers, y'all overwhelmingly voted for him. 77 million Americans voted for this man. And y'all thought that this would be great to slip us into authoritarianism, beat us into submission. But this shit with Canada, oh no, this is not going to end, because you got people like myself, Deshaun, and Harold, and Javi, talks with Javi, and we are going to be doing a collaboration pretty soon. We're in red states, and Bubs is right there on that border where Canada is. So, what you think Canada going to do to red states? The general premier over there, he said that I will gladly cut electricity to red states. It's not the progressive states, the blue states, that are causing the problem. But keep in mind that blue states fund us, the red states. And y'all 6 teeth missing motherfuckers would go back into the voting booth and vote Darlene Graham. The bitch don't even know what national security is. You got in based off of nepotism, the fact that you are that queen's sister. And that's right, I call Lindsey Graham a queen. Because he was one of the girls. He was one of us. He was one of the girls. Let's be really real. Lindsey Graham was gay. Now, who gonna check me for that? But I want to talk about Matt Matthews, and I want to talk about Amir Odom, basically championing on what Matt Matthews was saying. My girl Hope Giselle did a beautiful video breaking that down about how it is important that with us, within the community, we respect each other's pronouns. We respect each other's boundaries. Yeah, Donald Trump loves the poorly educated. And he will continue. Y'all like my red nails? Yes, I redid them yesterday. I did a new set yesterday. Like I was saying, these people, these 6 missing teeth, no brain having ass imbeciles will go back into the voting booth November 3rd. I can guarantee you that. Because look at the shit that they're doing. 1.2 purged off of the rolls. Let me get my book, because I reported on that as well, too. Give me 1 minute. Yes, Texas suspended 1.2 million voters, and midterms is like 2 months away. Go to vote.gov and check your voter registration because we see what type of shenanigans Republicans are up to. Remember back in 2024, ballot boxes were set on fire and there was no fucking investigation made. This is the extent. If they cannot win, they are willing to cheat and burn this shit down so that they can remain in power forever. Keep in mind that they have the House, they have the Senate, and they have the Supreme Court. I am not so sure that Democrats, our party, can take back the House, especially when you have people like Hakeem Jeffries out here meeting with people who are responsible for the G side going on in Gaza. Jared Kushner and his father, Charles Kushner, yeah, you better believe they're all in it. It's all about the money for them. Jared Kushner is Donald Trump's son-in-law. He's married to Ivanka. That's her husband. So what do you think he's going to do? What do you think that you're going to accomplish by meeting with somebody like Jared Kushner? The only thing I want to meet with them and tell them is that if I get in power, if you elect me as president, I would make sure that all of y'all motherfuckers go down together. It will be the domino effect, a new trial every day. Yes, trans violence against trans women are going up. Attacks on trans people are going up. And yes, a trans woman was fatally STABBED. I've seen the story. Fatally. And I think the Sydney Star situation made it even worse because that, you know how the saying goes, one bad apple spoils the bunch. One bad apple. That's all it takes. This gives Republicans a checkmate, a one-up. This gives them that. This gives them their wins. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, y'all missed it. I had to show it to y'all again. I'm fixing to cross the road. Bus is coming by. Yes, it is the 3rd, 23rd. And the sad part is, it's not going to be recorded. Car coming by. Yeah, religious indoctrination. Religious indoctrination. It has done a number on our people. Wait for these cars to come back. Around 7 o'clock noon is when it really starts to get busy. So I'm going to go on ahead and cross. But I wanted y'all to see something real quick. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. It's going to pop up, and then I'm going to flip the camera and let y'all see it. Yeah, they're so fixated on people's genitalia when you should be fixated on the pedophiles that's running the government right now. Donald Trump, RFK Jr., all of them. By the way, I got some news on RFK Jr. as well, too, contradicting himself and basically spreading disinformation and debunked claims that have already been. I can't get into it really on YouTube because that would be like spreading disinformation and misinformation, giving their talking points. So I'll just say that. Use your imagination. What RFK Jr. is doing is dangerous. Our foods are unsafe. The FDA, FEMA. Oh, there it is. Let me catch it real quick. Look at that, y'all. Y'all caught it? Baby. Everybody loved Dolly Parton. And I'm going to get into what this fucker posted yesterday on Truth Social. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful tribute to her. The white trans community, I have nothing in common with a white trans woman. I can't relate to a white trans woman because I'm not white. I would never be able to touch the garments that Dylan Mulvaney and any other white transgender woman is able to touch. They have been uplifted and platformed because of people on the color of my nails, red party, the Republican Party. They have lifted them up and say, hey, we want you to be the mouthpiece. I can't relate to a white transgender woman. But Amir Odom can relate to white conservatives. And I wanted to touch on that. This motherfucker has an adjacency to whiteness. And I think it really needs to be talked about. You really need some help, Amir. You really do. You are so far gone in the sunken place. You have aligned yourself with white supremacists, PragerU. And at the end of the day, their rhetoric is causing more harm to your own community. You don't like people labeling you what is the word that a pick-me. You don't like people labeling you a pick-me. But if the shoe fits, wear it. You are exhibiting the same type of behavior as Officer Taylor. When Donald Trump was there his first term with his administration, because at the time, you had sensible people like Mike Pence and so many others who were there to reel him in and stop him. Now he has aligned himself with people who will go far beyond and above to counter his corruption. They don't care. There is no limit for them. Yeah, white trans women will vote against their own interests, i.e. Caitlyn Jenner. Hi, guys. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, they're being used as tools, as weapons, to be the mouthpieces for white supremacy, to be the mouthpieces for transphobia, for homophobia, for biphobia. Hi, guys. Madison can do it better than me. But I have nothing in common with a white transgender woman because I'm not white. I'm a black transgender woman. And every day is a survival. It's a fight for survival. And that's what we're seeing right now with black people. We are literally fighting to survive. Our food's unsafe. There was a call on blueberries. Don't eat the lettuce. What did Madison say? Don't eat the lettuce. It's the lettuce. Avocados, guacamole. People are finding nails. They're finding worms in their shit. Like this mysterious beef that's supposed to be coming into our country hasn't even been checked fully yet. Donald Trump won't even say where it's coming from. Did y'all know that people at the Tyson food plant got laid off? When are we ever great? We're not great right now. RFK Jr. and Dr. Oz out here pushing debunked claims. See, this is dangerous when you can have a group of people who will believe this shit. And the first time he was in office, what happened as a result of that?